Hello everybody and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator. Man, this is crazy. We've already explored pretty much all, I think all the points are right here. So today, I mean, I could take this on here and go back to where we've been. Or there. But I think what we're going to do is either go to Germany or France here. Oh, I kind of want to do one of these two. I think we're going to go to France. You know, I haven't been to... I'd rather go to Germany, so... I think we'll go to France instead. Does that make any sense? Oh, that was pretty. Alright, guys. So, what are we hauling today? Here. Acres. Nope. 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 I press buttons. What? No. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. It sounds like a farm. Alright, so let's start up the Volvo here. And... how do I get out of this place? What the hell? Okay, it kind of looks like maybe... this way? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, before we do that, I do know that I want to adjust the steering wheel so that it's more responsive. Is this what makes it so I can steer faster? No. What this is. Okay, let's try that. And back to driving. Let's see here. Oh yeah, much better. Now I can handle the wheel. Okay. Alright. So let's go to France. Like, all the good stuff in France, right? What the hell? Like, this is a horrible, horrible place. Why did I do this? I mean, I got plenty of room, but that kind of sucked. Alright. I guess we're going right. We're clear, so let's go. Ah, much better. I can make that turn without having to cut way wide now. Really want to get a steering wheel control, because that would be so much more fun, I think. Yield to nobody there. Alright, go. Go, 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 quick, before everybody comes. Alright. Nice, okay. Yeah, so... I told you guys last time about the craziness of, the new way of fishing I learned. Which is definitely weird considering, fishing with bells on. What a concept. I wonder how many of you guys out there have tried things. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, I'm on my cord. Makes it really hard to steer. Ah! Okay. But, yeah. So, fishing with bells on. Which, I'm sorry if this one is going to be bad for those of you that haven't eaten yet. I would recommend, if you have a chance to, pause the video now, grab some food, because this may make you guys a little bit hungry. As you guys probably know, I do a cooking show with Spectral 50. Great guy, by the way. You should go check out his channel. And if you don't see a common trend with me talking about him, well, yeah, he's just an awesome person. But, before the cooking show ever happened, I actually went to the world-renowned Le Cordon Bleu School of Culinary Arts. Now, this was not the first time that I actually studied food by any means. It's just the first time I studied food on a college level. A professional level, if that makes sense. But I figured, you know, going from donuts and catfish to other types of food would probably be a nice little segue, right? So, in culinary school, we had some of the most amazing... I had, at least, some of the most amazing experiences I could ever say in my life. I don't know if it would justify the price of how much the dang school cost, because at the time I went, it definitely didn't do it justice. Not only that, but I don't think the school itself was very well maintained by its staff and or... How do you turn your lights on? No, it's windshield wipers. Ah, there's my lights. Okay, turn the windshield wipers off. Yeah, so I don't think it's... I can't say chefs. The chefs that taught classes were very good, but the accounting department and some of the other staffing departments just failed miserably at their jobs. I mean, if you can't tell the difference between a plus and a minus, you probably shouldn't be doing anything with math. I'm just saying. But on the other side of things, I had some of the most amazing chefs in the world, at least from my point of view. I had, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to put them on the spot, especially if they're out there still trying to get better jobs after school closings or anything like that, but just some of the most amazing people. And I remember one of the classes that we actually had was essentially, after you passed your final exam, you could go work in their restaurant, their actual restaurant. Again, not going to name a name. Where you didn't really get a choice of what was on the menu. What you could do is you paid for the restaurant, you paid for your meal, and then you told them any allergies that you had. So if you were allergic to anything, you'd mark that on the list, and it basically it wasn't like the menu was designed during that week. So you had 1 week. You'd make reservations a week in advance minimum. You tell them your allergies, and then all the students would come up with the chef to make the overall recipe. The overall menu. Which, I mean, we're talking a really fancy menu. We're talking 6 or 7 course meals minimum. Sometimes they were as much as 8 course or 10 course meals. Like, insanely fancy stuff. And, hello? Oh, I gotta press enter. Damn it. Alright, so, I remember on one particular night, because as a restaurant staff, we were broken into 2 groups. Whoa, hey, buddy! Watch where the hell you're going, man! Jeez. Just tried to run into me. Oh, we can do the same to you. Get out of my way. We'll push you off the road. Get out of the way. Oh, snap! Gotcha. Sucker. Push me off the road, why don't you? Anyway, as the staff, you're broken into 2 groups. You're front of the house or back of the house. It doesn't matter if, you passed the final exam with the best colors ever, the highest score, whatever. It didn't matter. What mattered was that during 1 week, you'd be back of the house, and during the next week, you'd be front of the house. You did both so that you got the experience of what the other half would go through. Make it more equality when you got into the restaurant, essentially, so that you could see the frustrations each half was going through. And this kind of like alternated, so it wasn't like your whole class would be front of the house for, the whole time, and then the second half of the class would be the back of the house, and then you'd never get to experience front of the house. No, it was like 1 week front, 1 week back, 1 week front, 1 week back. That way, everybody kind of, meld together a little bit better. And I ended up working both front and back several times, even though it wasn't my time to be front or back, just because, you know, somebody got sick or whatnot, I would help out. You can't close a restaurant just because a student gets sick. It's just not possible. We just don't have the student show up so that nobody else gets sick, and then we have somebody fill in. So I was a fill-in multiple times as well. But one of the things that we did is the back of the house at the time, before the restaurant would open, would make a dish that everybody could sit down and eat, and we would discuss the menu of what we were going to have that night, how we wanted it prepared, how do we want it delivered to the table side, you know, all the little finer points to make the restaurant what it really is. And so we thought it would be a really cool idea. And if you haven't watched the video of Cooking with Spectral, you should go do that now. I know we're having another one come out here shortly. That one you should also go watch, because that's going to be a little bit more poignant to what I'm talking about now. But what we did is my chef had this beautiful block of cheese. It was probably the most delicious cheese I've ever tasted in my life. Now that's saying a lot, because I come from Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is all about cheese. Wisconsin. Now when I say most delicious cheese, I'm talking it is creamy, it is nutty, it has this nice little kind of nutty flavor to it, and more importantly, it is specially made only during one time of year. Only that time of year. The rest of the year, this cheese is not made. It's not in production. You cannot acquire it. It's only during this one time of year. And it's made in a cave in France, which is why I'm bringing it up, because we're traveling to France, and I went to French culinary school. The cheese is Cantal. And this is, if you can get your hands on just a tiny piece of this cheese, I highly recommend at least trying it. But the craziness is, or was, that he had this $400 block of cheese. And we used probably, I would say most of it for the beginning dish for just the staff at the restaurant. And we made a salmon, a steamed salmon with black pepper, corn, and I can't remember what the sauce was, but it was this absolutely delicious sauce. And we made risotto, a short grain risotto rice with this cheese. We just basically melted this cheese into it. So we made the risotto. We made it nice and fluffy and, you know, creamy. And then we melted this cheese into it to just add this cheesy risotto rice. And yeah, we melted about $300 worth of cheese into a pot, literally a gigantic pot of rice that fed our entire staff. And the chef lost his mind because, well, we didn't know how much it cost. We just knew that it was the most delicious cheese that we ever had. And we wanted to make the most amazing risotto rice dish possible. So needless to say, before the restaurant opened, we had, I can't even remember what the greens were. We had broccoli, I think it was. Just lame, plain old blanched broccoli with this creamy, cheesy risotto rice. And the salmon. Oh, I think it was, no, it wasn't almond. I don't remember what the sauce was for the life of me right now. But it just is absolutely amazing dish. And like normally our staff dishes aren't all that sophisticated. They're pretty cheap, quickly thrown together. That way the staff can feed the customers without them, you know, getting overly hungry. But yeah, we kind of went a little bit overboard. Chef was very mad. But it was funny. It was definitely worth it. And don't get me wrong, at the end of the night, after, you know, a 4 to 5 hour shift, or longer, a lot of times a lot longer, I made it! I stopped! Look at me! Okay. Why isn't there lights over there? I'm gonna have to back up just so I can see the damn lights. There. Okay. Yeah. But normally after a long shift, any kind of leftovers we would snack on as well, just so that, you know, after you clean up the restaurant, after you do all the linens, after you wash the dishes, after you clean all the dishes in the kitchen, after you reset all the tables and organize all the chairs, clean out all the coffee pots, everything like that, like a complete vacuuming, rip down, clean up kind of scenario, we'd eat leftovers. So, but yeah, that night we went a little bit overboard ahead of time and may have torqued the poor chef off just a little bit. I know he's dealt with a lot of students, that's the word. I know he's dealt with a lot of students in his time, but I don't think he dealt with anybody quite like the group that we had. I mean, we actually instigated, one of the things that we instigated at the school was Iron Chef kind of thing, which, different than the television show, don't get me wrong. It was based on the kind of same idea of the television show, nice direct competition with one another to see who had the best cooking skills, and the food that was cooked was all placed directly in front of all our teachers. So you want to talk about being the most crucial of anything. We literally had chefs from frustration. I'm totally screwing this up. I'm too busy talking about food. But yeah, it was all the food that was prepared as part of Iron Chef was the teachers were the judge. So, and the teachers that we had at our school were, some of them worked for private families, multi-million-dollar families that they can't necessarily disclose the name of. I think one of them even worked for a president as a private chef for them. There was super expensive restaurants. People would walk in and drop like $1,000 a plate for food of, like, we're talking, we had some really, really amazing chefs that were trained by. So, damage penalty? I didn't damage nothing. What are you talking about? Well, we did reach level 3. That means we should get an upgrade, right? Use upgrade. So let's do a longer distance here. I know I kind of want to make more money, but longer distance is going to make it so that maybe we can explore a little bit more of the map as well. So, but yes, I'm going to leave it off there, guys. Until next time, we'll see you in another world. Bye.